Hello, everyone. My name is Amari Jeremiah, and I'm the founder of Next Generation Language Access. The mission of Next Generation Language Access is to train high school students to become professional interpreters so that when they graduate from high school, they can pursue a career as a community interpreter. I'm here with Ere, who is a professional interpreter, an experienced professional interpreter, and just wanted to ask her a couple questions about what it's like to work in the field as an interpreter. So, Ere, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Omari. Thank you very much for having me here. And yes, I've been interpreting for a few years already. I have a background in journalism and teaching, and I really love the profession. I'm very happy that I can do this. And I love what you're doing, reaching out to students. So hopefully after this video, they get to know a little bit more about the profession and hopefully encouraged that this is something they can do.
Yeah, hopefully so. Thank you, thank you. So, just had a couple questions. For someone who is interested in the interpreting field and wants to be an interpreter, how do they get started? How does someone get started working as an interpreter?
Well, of course, you need to be bilingual and or trilingual, and you just need to know the language very well. But at the same time, being bilingual is not enough. So you need to look into making your skills better. So one thing that you can do first is to read a lot and make that will help you enhance your vocabulary, your understanding, and it will keep your brain in good shape. You need to do that. The other thing would be that you can reach out to the community. There are many interpreters out there. There's a lot of people willing to share their experiences. And well, there are places like Next Generation, they can access to training. That's very important. Like I said, being bilingual is not enough. You do need to be prepared. And there are many different areas for the profession, like medical interpreting, legal interpreting, community ministry. So you need to know where you are going, and you need to know your vocabulary. You need to sometimes even understand the system, for example, the legal system. So you need to understand what happens in court, what is a hearing, what is parole, what it, you need to maybe not be a lawyer, but you need to understand and also know your vocabulary. So reading a lot, training, getting in touch with other interpreters. I think those are good places to start.
Now, is that the path that you took to be an interpreter? Was your path different? How did you get
Well,
into the field?
with my background, it just came naturally, with communication. I love to write. I was in radio. I like to produce content, and then teaching, in the both languages. And my children also, they're bilingual. So eventually, at some point in my life, I decided to just do it professionally. I'm going to dedicate my time, and my energy to just interpret and translate, which is what I'm doing most right now. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to start investigating and find a place where I can train, reaching out to people. Thank God for internet right now, because that is a possibility. And you can be in touch with people from all over the world. So right there, you can put yourself out there with just a genuine heart and interest into becoming a better professional. And so that was the path that I took. So I created my website, and I started going out there. I already had a few connections, and I just decided to go out and put my services out there professionally and start growing. It's not easy, but you put all you have and all you can, and God does the rest.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I mean, you've kind of touched on this already, but I'm curious, in your opinion, what is the most important thing someone should know when entering the interpreting profession? What is what should they know in your opinion?
Well, some of the things I would say, you really need to love, or you really need to feel comfortable with people. That is crucial. You're going to be with people. You want to understand, their position. You want to really help communicate. That's what you're doing. You're just transferring meaning from one language to the other. But it is crucial. Think about the medical field, and someone that needs the services, or somebody that needs the services of a lawyer. They're in a situation that's already stressful. And also you're going to be in touch with a lot of private information, things that you need to keep private for them. You're probably going to even be, it depends. I mean, I have interpreted for 911 calls on the phone. So you need to be ready for different situations. Sometimes, for example, for 911 calls, you need to be to the point. You're not going to interpret word by word. And you are, as an interpreter, you're allowed to use your criteria a little bit and try to jump into what's important, what information is important at the moment. But there are other moments, like in a medical situation, where you do want to respect every detail and communicate it properly. And you're probably going to have time, and there's going to be questions. So if you're aware of the needs of the people that you are assisting at the moment, that is very important. And the other one is ethics. Like I said, because you're going to be in touch with a lot of private information, personal information that you have to protect. I mean, it is protected by law, and you need to be aware of it. And so that plays a role as well.
Gotcha. Okay, so a lot of things to be aware of before entering the profession.
Yes.
Sure, definitely. But it's a very rewarding profession. It's it's a great profession, and it's great to meet other interpreters like you that are enjoying it and making a difference in people's lives every day.
Yes, yeah, that is definitely very rewarding. It gives you, a great feeling. It's a great satisfaction, and you get to know a lot of people from different places in many situations, and it makes you grow as well as a person.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Eric, for your insight. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to people who are interested in the fields. And I wish you the best in your career as an interpreter as you continue moving forward.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, Amari, for having me. And like I said, I really love what you're doing, reaching out to people. And for all young people or not so young, because I didn't start very young, just know that you can do it. There is always a way. You can enhance your skills. You can learn more. You can move forward. You can become better. And just take the steps, be encouraged. And I hope to see you soon, Omari. And thank you again for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.